Talk about your leadership skills. What is your leadership style? Do you need to adjust it or even change it? Are you going to push your team or pull it along? Is your leadership style like Attila the Hun, or do you surround yourself with great people like Walt Disney and Steve Jobs did? Do you know the difference between a system problem and a people problem? How do you deal with each of them? Have you put together a business plan, a finance plan, and most importantly, a strategic plan? One last story to illustrate my point. In 1962, the Russians were winning the space race. The US was embarrassed and concerned. We were in the throes of a long Cold War with the USSR. What if they could spy on us from space, or even worse, rain nuclear bombs? John F. Kennedy in September of 1962 knew it was time for action. In his famous 18-minute speech at Rice University in Houston, he set a clear expectation in a positive way that used his personal power to get it done. He said, "We'll put a man on the moon by the end of the decade and return him safely." But the story doesn't end there. The story continues that one of the congressmen on the appropriation committees was at Cape Canaveral days later. And late on the second day, he met a man pushing a janitor's cart in one of the assembly buildings. He shook the man's hand and asked, "What is your job here?" And to his surprise, the man answered, "I'm here to put a man on the moon by the end of the decade and return him safely." Cool story, yes. One that underlines perfect alignment from leadership down through the entire organization.